Yo, yo, yo. Welcome to the Ozzy and Sid report. Yo, we've been on a little hiatus, and I like to apologize out to the hello new world out there. Yeah. Sorry about being on the hiatus. But anyway, let's get to the intro. Welcome to the Ozzy and Sid report. Again, I said welcome to the Ozzy and Sid report like we always do it three times like Dr. Umar. Welcome to the Ozzy and Sid report. Well, viral news off of two views. What? I said viral news off of two views. That's right. I don't care if two people are watching or 2 billion people are watching. We just want to get this content. We going to get this message out. Yo, shout out to Big Sheep. Yeah. Big Sheep. Half of the straight shooters 94. And Captain Sid, Mr. Fall in Line himself. My other guests, co-host, guests, they all fam. So it's they always welcome. But they do more of the sports in depth. I'm more of the news and knowledge and looking at things, opening up your third eye. You know I'll be on that third eye joint. Because some of the things that we talked about, we talk. Let me go on my notes. I actually I took, I said I took notes. What? Yeah. I definitely took notes. So the world is going crazy, bro. The world is going crazy. And going off, I know everybody talked about the Cat Williams, but if you really were looking on it on a whole nother level, if you notice, I've been saying, make no more time for Ninja Ish. He always talked about the change. It's like I guess the saying the change of the guards, the foulest of the fouls were gonna be taken down. And that's with big old Cat Williams, Money Mike himself, Mr. Disc Records, to one of my favorite groups, straight from up north, out of Philly. Wing Hawking, can't stop, won't stop. Yeah, the Young Guns. Yeah, that was him. So yeah, the Young Guns. I don't even remember the beat. To be honest with you, it was so small. But anyway, yeah, Cat Williams himself talked about the fouls of the fouls, the big powers that be, the some of these captains of industry and these mega moguls or whatever. He said they was going to be taken down. Now I know we've been seeing it's been like a race bait. We've been seeing a lot of the big black figureheads, mainly sports entertainment being music, not so much acting. Um, and then I do have something to go on that. Yo, watch out. Watch out on every day. See, for black people, our community, our culture, I'm just going off the rip here because I haven't done this in a minute. Um, we already know our story and how of us are actually coming into either coming back into the family legacy of being prominent and making money and society progress and growth and all that. Or you might be the first of yo, I actually first one that finished community college, some ish like that. Either way, the story of our culture, our communities, our culture, black and I'll say including brown, has been more of an uprise. It's very rare you hear about people of our culture. I don't care what country they're from, black is black, coming from another place and being prominent. It did exist, but most of it we had to get it from out the mud. We had to get it from the bottom, like for real. Like Drake, they said, Mr. Not Like Us. Oh man, I like this live. This is relaxing. And then excuse me, a little allergies. It's a little hot out there. Yeah. Oh, for the news and the weather update, it's hot. Yo, it's hot. Everywhere you walk outside, it's hot. You go to sleep, it's hot. You wake up, it's hot. Yo, it's just hot, bro. Okay? Global warming is in effect. What do you want me to do? Okay? I'm not a real meteorologist. I do got a bachelor's degree, but my joint was in business, advertising, research, journal, all that. So yeah, I guess I am a yeah. I do have courses, high level courses in journalism. So yeah, I'm not a meteorologist. But like I said, what do you want me to do? It's hot, yo. Gatorade, water, get them IV drinks. I know Diddy making that IV. Diddy making everything popular. I see Astroglide. As soon as I walk in the 7-Eleven, boom, Astroglide. Like, that's it. Astro Glass, Target, Walmart, Tom Thumb, ShopRite, Passmark. Like, damn, Astro Glass everywhere. But yeah, no, them IV drinks, them joints is important because I know a lot of people don't want to. You don't want to do too much sugar, especially you been getting in shape like me. Um, 0 calories, you can do that. But yeah, get the IV, those drink mixtures. Yeah, they got synthetic sugar in there. But to be honest with you, if you're working out and you're eating healthy, look, you're not gonna get anything like 1,000% healthy anymore. Even like if you just go to your own, because now people saying the soil is messed with. So it's just I don't know. But you pray for the most, you pray for the best, and you already know you ain't have to worry about the worst. Just know it like that. As long as you can feel it in your body and what you're healthy with, boom. I do some of the zero sugar, yeah. The zero sugar drinks to stay hydrated, yeah, it's got the synthetic sugar, but boom, getting off another rant. But yeah, do the IV drinks. But yeah, anyway, back to the weather. It's hot, people. It's hot. Okay, that's all I gotta tell you. Like, it ain't nothing more. It's nothing to be cute about it. Like, get DMX and throw him on auto tune. Up in here. It's hot, bitch. Like, that's it. Okay. So anyway, um. Yeah, like I said, the world has been going crazy. Back to the main topics, and I've been telling people, none of been race bait, and like I said, in our communities, for Black people, even our entertainers, we hold them up in high regard. So the celebrity, just be truthful and honest. This celebrity's a little different. Um, and a lot of us don't idolize. I don't idolize. No, I might appreciate your work, and maybe it's just appreciation of the work, to seeing, oh, somebody did it, and then show an example somebody can do it, and then it gives you motivation, inspiration. So that's why we don't like seeing these black, pause, super pause, about to say something crazy. We don't like seeing these figureheads in our community, whether they're in the high corporate status, whether they're in entertainment and music, whether they play sports, whether they're in the academia world, whether they're just 9 to 5, whether they're the top manager in McDonald's. Basically, we just like to see ours succeed. As I said, like statistically, the majority of us came like under the bottom. Like at one point, where a lot of us weren't considered humans. Okay, we weren't considered humans. Again, let's repeat that. A lot of us weren't considered humans. That had to go through a whole process. So that's why we hold tight and dear to any type of success. I mean, just because you're a music mogul, you got to be the best person in the world. But we like seeing that appreciation. That's all. Um, like I said, there are Black people that came straight to America during those times that were prominent, had nothing to do with this. And yes, but it was a very, very small number. But you better believe it, in the beginning, there were a lot of us, as soon as we came over here, conditions were effed up. I said effed up, and boom, they made it better and became multimillionaires still to this day. So, the reason why I'm saying all this is because Shannon Sharp, Diddy, Diddy, Shannon Sharp. Who else? They said they're bringing down some other. Oh, Lil Durk, Young Thug, Bill Cosby. Who else? Who else is out there? They even got Cuba Gooding Jr. mixed up for a little bit. They got Tyler Perry. It's like, if you ever listen to the Future song, "The Feds to the Sweet," it looks like the Feds are doing the sweep. But at the same time, like I said, it's just not a color. They handle us different. They definitely handle us different. But there are a lot of other complexion. I said our other complexion counterparts that are going through the same thing. I.e., the people in that are the moguls in the wrestling entertainment world. The I guess the McMahons, I think it is. I don't know the actual names of court. Like I said, this is all for entertainment, all alleged, plead the fifth, all that. You cannot hold none of this information. This is not all research. This is a fairly a little softy research. Abercrombie and Finch, the people in the wrestling. We already know about the nasty producer dude who was in the film making the movies. I can't think of his name. Uh, Epstein. Boom. You got Epstein. Like Epstein, it's like if you had the Avengers of the freakiest ninjas, like the Avengers of the freakiest ninjas, Um, you would have like Diddy, you would have Kells, you would have Trump, you would have what was the actor? Oh, what was his name? What was his name? Casey is it? No. What was his name? There's another actor out there. Um uh And then you have Epstein. He would be like Thanos to all these. But what I'm saying is, them other complexions and them big captains and powers that be in industry, those colonizers, they're getting swept up too. We just don't hear about them as much. They're getting swept up. So with Cat Williams circling back, as I said, I want to circle it back. What he was saying, he was like a lot of these institutions, these what monarchs, these statues in our society are gonna become crumbling down. Ooh, look at that poeticness. These statues in our society are going to be crumbling down because of the toxicity and the pollution of the algae on the stone eating away because our society is rotting. All right, I just have my little crazy English butler man voice out here, but yeah, nah, like, okay, this ain't gonna be a long live because like I said, I just jumped on this joint. But let's go down the list of what I got to was going to talk about. Definitely we're gonna have Captain Sid, Mr. Fall in Line, we're gonna have Big Sheed, Mr. Nothing But Net Bitch come through and talk about these topics. I have Trump. I have Trump with the indictments. His indictments are coming up again with Epstein. Now you got Epstein into the mix and terrorists and the money and the terrorists and the money. Stuff is if you notice, you spend $5 at Walmart, you get a loaf of bread and a gallon of water. That's it. You're not even getting butter for your eggs. Nothing. You can't even get cheap bologna. And then the war is still going on. And now they talking about starting another war. Like, yo, what? And at first I thought the Diddy thing was a distraction. Now this thing is a distraction. I don't know what. I know one thing. A lot of people turn on tough. Trump. A lot of people turning, and let's not forget, he's deporting everybody he sees. Hey, like they were saying, you might have to have your passport everywhere you go. You better have your passport. I know I got mine. Uh, what else? What else? Going into the Diddy situation. Then you got sports. You got Canelo versus Crawford. That's going on. And like I said, man, if you just notice, I was just doing a quick rundown of the stuff I'm gonna talk about later on this week and get in more detail. If you notice, they really, like I said, we're looking at the third eye. They are shutting the ninja ish down. I said, they, whoever they be over there, they are shutting the ninja ish down. Again, I said they are shutting the ninja ish down. I don't know if it's because of COVID they got too much, or they were like, nah, because if you notice around 2010, black people been succeeding, but around 2010, there's been a push, like there's just been more and more of us coming up. So I don't know if it's like we had a wave and we had a run and like, yo, these ninjas is making too much money. We gotta shut all this down. Because I mean, it's evidence they are attacking black men through their sexuality. Again, I said they are attacking black men through their sexuality. That's just one part of they saying no more time for that ninja ish. But I see the play ahead. All I gotta say is, you know, this is a message. This ain't to you gotta lose yourself and lose your culture and your ethnicity and your identity and all that. No. But all I'm saying is the message out there to the people. Move and act accordingly. Again, I said move and act accordingly. Again, I said move and act accordingly. Man, shout out to Dr. Umar, bro. That's crazy. Another thing, they trying to take you see, they trying to take him down. Somebody that's trying to deliver a great message. All these other people, if you look them up, they were trying to actually do something positive, but all of a sudden they get tore down. So what I'm saying is, they're making no more time for ninja ish. Act accordingly and just move and know how to move. Again, know how to move because that's really the name of the game. I just came on here to rant a little bit. Like I said, this wasn't going to be long. Um, yeah, I'm out, and that's it. So, hello, New World. Thank you again for listening to the Ozzy and Sid report. I know it's kind of all over the place. I gave a little quick messages. Again, we're going to be talking. Football season is coming up in the sports highlight. Football season is coming up. We got the new NBA draft that's in, and we got the Canelo and Crawford fight, and we got to go over the Pacquiao fight review. Uh, you got Trump again. Indictments coming up. He's still deporting mad people. Got the Epi Epstein list that we're gonna talk about. The tariffs of money and all the wars are going on. And then now because Diddy's connected to Epstein and Trump's connected to Epstein and Diddy's connected to Trump. Wow, that's a lot of crossing. Um, the sports, like I said, the Feds is doing the sweep on everybody. Cat Williams is right. I don't know who's pushing the button. I don't know if they're pushing this through a positive thing or this is just, hey, we gotta get act right and show some demonstrations and lessons. I don't know. But those are the highlights we're gonna go over. So check out Straight Shooters 94. Again, check out Straight Shooters 94. Again, check out Straight Shooters 94 with Big Sheed and Captain Sid. Thank you again. Hello, New World. This is the Ozzy and Sid report. Viral news off of Two Views. I'm out.